Hey everybody, this is the Saturday afternoon concert series of the Boardwalk Social Club. This week's theme is cover songs, cover bands, songs that we cover, learning cover songs, things like that. Here's one I'm trying to learn. Here's a cover song I'm trying to learn. Make you happy. You can't be that bad. Makes you happy. Why the hell are you so sad? Get down, real low now. Just go change. Girl you bring home to make you happy. You be that bad if it makes you happy. Why the hell are you so sad? You happy. You can't be that bad. Makes you happy. Well, how the hell are you so sad? Makes you happy. Can't be that bad. Makes you happy. Well, how the hell are you so sad? Song. Tried to learn Bruce Springsteen's song last week. Usually it takes me like a week or so to remember the words. I have to write them down for like a song like this that doesn't really come naturally, or the Bruce Springsteen song. I have to work at them. They're not like it's not like learning some Jimmy Reed song or something like that. I don't really have cover band skills like a lot of local musicians. New Jersey is a cover band capital of the world. There's a whole, you know. I remember there was even this show on MTV years ago. And almost all the bands were from New Jersey, the Nerds, and it was pretty interesting. They have them like they do their thing, you know, what they're best at, but then they would have to just learn a song, whatever pop song of the day, without knowing what they. I think they maybe played it one time for them, and then they were all great at it. I mean, they had it down. Really amazing skill to have, you know, the cover band thing. A lot of good bands came out of cover bands, I suppose. I don't know. Fish is one band. They were covered, and they still like. They'll play a whole New Year's Eve, or I mean a Halloween thing of somebody else's record. Yeah, we play cover songs, but they're pretty obscure ones, you know. They're not the most. We don't pick the obvious ones, you know. A lot of the covers, like the Grateful Dead or Rolling Stone ones, they're not even. They're covers of their covers, you know. They're old blues songs that the Grateful Dead played or the Rolling Stones played. Anyway, Bob Dylan, I think I read knows more songs than anyone else in the world, which I probably think is true. Besides all the songs he's written, which he remembers all the words to, he knows, like, I think he has an encyclopedic knowledge of songs and songwriting. He probably knows. I think Bob Dylan could play any song. If you had wanted somebody on your cover band team, he would be the best guy. Every man needs protection. You say every man must fall. But I swear I see my reflection somewhere so high above the wall. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Anyway, now I shall be released. Over yonder in this lonesome crowd, there's a man who swears he's not to blame. All day long I hear him crying out so loud, calling out that he's been framed. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Anyway, now I shall be released. protection. Every distance is not near. I remember every face of every man that put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Anyway, now I shall be released. Bob Dylan did a couple cover albums recently of standards like American songbook classics, but then back in the early 90s he recorded two folk albums with just him playing guitar and harmonica of all covers of old blues songs and old folk songs and even an Elvis song. Two really good records. One was called Good As I've Been to You, and the other one was World Gone Wrong, like that he recorded in his house with a 4-track thing. Yeah, I think Bob Dylan probably knows more songs than any living person. And as far as covering Bob Dylan songs, we do a couple, but there's a local guy, Pat Guadagno. Richie Blackmore plays with him, but Pat does this, he knows a million songs too. And he plays this Bob Dylan tribute thing every year with his band Wild Horses. And that's always a big hit around here. I don't know if he'll be able to do it this year, but Pat Guadagno is a master of covering Bob Dylan songs. And so is Jerry Garcia. I think Jerry Garcia covered more Bob Dylan songs than he played more Bob Dylan songs than anybody else. You know, he was a very good interpreter of Bob Dylan's songs. Once Bob Dylan said that All Along the Watchtower is a Jimi Hendrix song, and he just happened to write it. So around here, besides being cover bands, there's also tribute bands. There's like, there's no Bob Dylan tribute band, but Grateful Dead tribute band. There's Rolling Stones one called Sticky Fingers. That I read a book about them, about cover bands, tribute bands, and that was really fun. I mean, the guys really believed that they're making Keith and dress like him and everything, but full time, like all the time. But there was this guy in Miami that looked like Keith Richards that used to kind of impersonate him too. And my daughter, Monica, you know, we almost fell for it, and then she saw him at a concert and like asked him for directions or something, and he did it in full Keith character. Anyway, that's when people go overboard, go crazy with their Pink Floyd. They're like as big as the real Pink Floyd in some places. Dark Star Orchestra, that's the Grateful Dead one that goes as far as reenacting, you know, playing entire concerts, not note for note, but you know, song for song. First thing, Dead On Live, where he does learn them note for note, and I'm sure they're perfectly accurate and very popular. Dead On Live. Mark Muller, also Bruce Springsteen's songs, his Hello Sunshine. Yeah, that's great. So some cover band, tribute band guys go on or also play with like Mark Ribbler, he plays with Miami Stevie Van Zandt. Some guys graduate or go back and forth between their cover band lives. Yeah, I don't have the cover band skills at all. Not at all. It's easy, almost easier for me to write one than to learn some. Once in a while, we'd have to learn a song for a wedding or something, and it was always kind of a last minute ordeal thing, put it off to last minute. One of her friends, her and MJ's birthday, happened, they gave us some song to learn for their wedding song, and had to cram for it at the last minute with Monica, like making sure that we learned it. She put it on some kind of computer replay thing, so it was on for 20 minutes. But that was a good way to learn the song quick, so much we did. But I didn't know where the beginning or the end was because it was just on constant thing. Anyway, Neil pulled us through with that one. He's the one that sang and learned it. Yeah, well, I'm no good at learning Van Morrison songs or anything like that. Yeah, other wedding songs. I'm trying to think once we had to learn an Irish one, some kind of Irish Rover song. I should have remembered that one. At that wedding, it was outdoor. It was an outdoor wedding, and they were friends of ours, good friends, and I was happy to learn that song, whatever. But we're setting up, and the bride came up and told me how people might not be too festive because at the ceremony her 90-year-old grandfather passed away, and the flight to get to the wedding was too much, and so anyway, we had to play a wedding party where the grandfather had just died. They told us the show must go on. Alrighty. It's another warm, sunny day here, so I think I'm going to go play in Eric's backyard after this. It's always nice. Eric comes, Eric and his dad. Eric he doesn't come, he lives there. So anyway, here's a cover song. Harmonica, look how old and rusty it is. Happy birthday. And this weird echo harmonica I found, or Katie found, with a bunch of old harmonicas from Stanley Harper, great harmonica player. Yeah, he could read music and play whole, symphonies. That's different from being a cover band. Yeah, so our thing is to play obscure covers that people kind of think that we wrote, or our originals are authentic enough that people think they must be an old blues song or old reggae song. Once in a while I even fool MJ, he'll think one that I wrote was something old. That's a compliment. Speaking of cover bands, cover songs. Let me see if I can remember this one from last week. baby, I got plenty of time. And little line, sit and little line. For a while I've been watching you steady. Ain't gonna move till you're good and ready. You show up and then you shy away, but pretty soon you'll be little lie. Say, little lie. Don't you know that I've been with so many years single unkind? Don't worry, dog, it'll still be alright. I know you think that you'll never be mine. That's okay, baby, I don't mind. That shy smile sweet, and that's a fact. Go ahead, I don't mind yet. You come all dressed up for a date. One more step and it'll be too late. Blue ribbon in your hair like you're so sure. Sit and little lie. Sit and little lie. Sit, little lie. Here's a big cover song hit for me. I'm starting to get it down. There's a cover band that plays Tuesday nights in Asbury Park at McClune's, which we used to ride bicycles down because nothing's ever happened on Tuesday nights. So one night Greg and I rode our bikes to McClune's to see the cover band thing. And, you know, we snuck in the back so we wouldn't have to pay, and our bikes were back there. And we hung out for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, so we left. And before there was some bouncer came out and said, "Hey, you can't do that here. Get back in there." I said, "Oh no, you can't get." Anyway, I shouldn't be judgmental about cover bands because I can't do it. Oh, there was one cover band thing that I was involved with was The Last Waltz, where it's like a reenactment of The Last Waltz my friend Sally Boyd put on. That was good. I was saying I'm a Man. 2 years they did that. And also I got to see how they, one thing was so simple, but I saw them finish working on other songs and stuff, and it was pretty impressive. Those guys, it was Bob Berger and they were the brains behind the operation. Yeah, I was very impressed. Really something. They had horns all. It came off really well. I didn't know. It was like it's a thing now. That's sad. I guess they're not happening this year, but it's a tradition. Who else? There was a bigger, fancier one last year in Red Bank. Warren Haynes. should I play? I think that's enough. That's all my rambling about cover bands, cover songs. Yeah, that's all I got. There must be some other cover band stories though. Well, again, my daughter Monica told me how there's some great cover bands in other parts of the world. I think the Philippines is where she told me that she saw bands play like songs like Rocky, or yeah. Anyway, they play these cover songs note for note really perfectly, and it probably looks funny. American music is very popular all around the world, especially songs that mention places in America. That's been my observation, whether it's Africa or South America or Indonesia. People love American music, but especially ones that like mention places in America. Like even my friend Mark Pomanowski taught English as a second language in China, and everyone knew English as a second language because everybody knows those lyrics. And other songs were Sweet Home Alabama and Take Me Home, Country Roads, West Virginia. Yeah, all around the world, people love American music. And Bob Marley. Bob Marley's the king of the world, for the tropics especially. What should I play? Should probably end up. Okay, here's our last song. Pat Guadagno covers one of my songs on Flat. The first one I wrote, I'll Do Anything for $50. That's nice. It's nice when people cover your songs. Alrighty, thanks for listening in. Gonna go play in Eric's backyard. Maybe this will be the last week. I don't know. Lucky with the weather, but it seems like my daughter Monica's. My other daughter, my younger daughter, Delta. Not my middle daughter, Michelle. Anyway, Delta's school is closed, and Monica's school is closed. So I guess we're gonna lay low again, not even do the outdoor things. Just this one last time, and then whatever, go underground from Thanksgiving on, whatever we're supposed to do. I think being outside is relatively safe, but I'll just do this last week and then take the winter off. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for listening to our weekly show. Hey Delta, you want to be on TV? Oh, I'm sorry. Whoopsie daisy. Nice shirt. Okay. Let's get started with our. Oh, sorry. Whoopsie daisy. You need to bump your head like that. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna play one last song. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. Last song.
No way.
Yeah.
No, skip it.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to play it until someone covers it.
Like this? Like this?
Yeah. Watch out, people. Yeah, cover bands are such a big thing here. They even include it for the light of day. Well, these guys play it then. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for listening every week. Now what? Now we rush over Eric's.